Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ziggy, and I am here to talk about how to be prepared for the Nether update. That's right. In this box, I contain several items that I think we need to talk about, that I think you should have in your inventory, or at least have, accessible before you go into the Nether. So let's talk about these things. Alright, gold. Alright, this stuff here is magical, and we know that you're going to need a lot of it, because it's good for trading with the hoglins, and it's good for food. Golden carrots are an amazing food, and golden apples can help heal you in the Nether. So both of those are really good to have already. And gold will be needed to create the netherite ingots. So you're going to need a lot of net gold for that once you do find the netherite that we're all going to be searching for. Now I've come to the mesa because it's literally one of the best places in Minecraft to find gold. I kind of did a little test, and I dug just right down to here, and I got 24 gold ores. Well, what do we have here? Looks like we struck gold. See how easy it is in the mesa. This is why I love having a mesa in my world. And I suggest that if you can find one within, a relatively simple travel distance, do so immediately before the Nether update drops, because this is an amazing little vein right here. I mean, look, it just keeps going and going. When will it end? This may be in the end. That's the end. But still, I mean, look at all that gold. Let's see. 24 gold ore. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that was pretty quick. And if you go mining out in the real world, it'll take you a little bit longer to get your hands on that gold. So I suggest if you have a mesa, go to the mesa and just start digging, and you will find some gold. Okay, now let's talk about the armor piece. The armor piece I'm not 100% sure on. I'm not wearing gold armor, but I do have some via my skeleton farm. And I think if you can get your hands on some gold armor, you may want to bring it with you, because I believe that they won't attack you if you're wearing gold armor. So that's just a side note that I'm not 100% sure on, but I have heard that that is true. So be aware that you may want to have yourself just some gold armor to slap on when you run across some piglins. Okay? Now, let's talk about some essential, what I believe to be drinks. Fire resistance, that's a given. You're going to want that in the Nether. I would suggest making a couple of them. So let's talk about fire resistance potions. You can stuff up to 3 bottles of water into your brewing stand here. And you're going to want some basic ingredients. Netherwort, which you really only need 1 of to make up to 3 bottles. You'll need some magma cream, which you get by killing the magma cubes that are bouncing around trying to murder you in the Nether. And then you can use redstone to lengthen it, to make it up to an 8-minute potion. And you can also use gunpowder to make it a splash potion. In this case, I'm going to make it drinkable. I'm not worried about throwing it and having it splash down on me. So I'm not going to do any of that. But as you can see, it's just 3 individual items. 1 netherwort, you put that in, it brews down into an awkward potion. Then as soon as it is done, we will put this magma cream in. There we go. Put it in. You only need 1, and it will still make up to 3 bottles. Just because that 3rd bottle slot is empty, I won't have 3 bottles, but if I put a 3rd bottle in, it would make all 3. And then lastly, once the magma cream is out, I will add the redstone, and that will increase the time from 3 minutes up into 8 minutes. And as we know, every minute counts when you're in a place like the Nether. So as you can see, just to show you, let me put all this stuff back in the chest. And if you look at the actual potion, you can see that it will say 3 minutes on there. And then once the redstone is fully added, it will increase into 8 minutes. There you go. There it is, an 8-minute fire resistance potion. Milk. Now, milk is just to take away the wither effect if you run across some withers. Now, honey will also be a substitution if you can manage to get yourself some honey, some bottles of honey. So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about some blocks that I think you should bring with you and just a couple of side pieces. Now, I would say cobblestone or stone are both great to have because there's blast resistance there, so if a ghast shoots at you, you got a little way to keep yourself safe. I like to have a little bit of glass just in case, because if I want to be able to see what's going on around me, it's just nice to have. So I think you should definitely have that. Let's also talk about the shulkers and the ender chests. Now that's for you guys that are going to be exploring. Obviously I have shulker chests because I've been to the end. If you haven't been to the end, you're not going to be able to make one of these. But an ender chest you can make without actually, too much effort. You're going to be going to the nether. So in order to make an ender chest, you need blaze rods, you need obsidian, and you need ender pearls. I don't believe I have any of that on me. Of course not. But anyway, that is how you make that. Let's just go into here just to prove the point. Ender chest. Oh, you don't even, all you need that is just, 8 obsidian and an eye of ender, which you make the eye of ender with blaze powder and an ender pearl. So that's really all you need. You'll be getting the blaze powder from killing blaze in the nether. Getting the ender pearl, that may be a little bit trickier. You have to find endermen and kill them, but eventually one will give it up to you. And as long as you're not playing on peaceful, you should not have too much of a problem finding an enderman in your world. So I would suggest if you're doing any exploring, you want to have an ender chest. And if you have an ender chest, you're going to need silk touch in order to pick up that ender chest. Otherwise, it's just handy to have because, it does serve a good purpose in that even if you just have the ability to put some stuff in there and you can't get to it until later where you have another ender chest, at least you can get it back out, right? So that's important. I'll just pick up 2 axes. I did. Alright. We only want axle on us. So let's pick up our ender chest with silk touch. There it is. And if you combine the two, I say bring an ender chest along with you in your shulker box because that really, really is handy. The other things I have in there are things like a lead, that's just in case you want to, grab something. And then I'd say bring some obsidian and a flint and steel. That way you can make a new nether portal just in case you need to get back to the overworld and quick. Those are my really quick suggestions for things you should have when you visit the nether. Now let's talk about exploring your nether. So I think ideally what you want to do is you want to go to an area that you know you haven't gone too far beyond. I have never really been much further that way. So ideally when I go to exploring the nether, I'm going to want to go in a direction that I haven't been before. So that's kind of how you're going to have to explore these things, is you're going to have to take it just a little bit at a time and explore what you can. I know, right? This is the way I came? Yeah, this is the way. This is the way. Case in point, gas blow holes in these things. And that makes life a little more dangerous. So if you bring blocks with you, you can just quickly repair them and be on your way. Well, those are my suggestions for exploring the nether And I really hope that you guys take it to heart and enjoy the Nether update when it comes out. Until then, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And it's your boy Ziggy. I am out. Peace. This Nether update is gonna be fire. Oh my God.